Hi and welcome to episode 13 of the 5 in 5 Wolves World podcast. Please don't forget to hit like, subscribe and follow me on all my different platforms at NorthernWolf10 on Instagram and Twitter. Thank you. Point number 1. Last night's 4-1 defeat at Man City, while it being tough to take and the goals came late on to really let them extend that lead and finish with what was, I think, not a flattering scoreline but actually a bit unfair given the way that the goals went in at the end. The first half was classic Wolves, sitting back, letting Man City have all the ball, and we were fortunate to go in 1-0 down. The second half we did look like a different team for a large chunk of that early bit of the second half. We got the equaliser and I didn't really feel we were going to get a second, but I thought we could have come away with a 1-1 draw. We didn't, and essentially it was because of a few lapses in concentration in the defence, which is a shame, but it's not uncommon, which will continue to happen if we don't get this centre half that we need in the summer. Not entirely sure who that will be, but it's clear we need one, just a bit more concentration, another leader hopefully alongside Cody. We need Bolly back as well. But yeah, overall I thought 4-1 was probably like fair, but also a bit harsh in the way that the goals came at the end. Point number 2. Raul Jimenez. Now this is some news that we've all been sort of hearing whispers about, and it's a big deal given the season we've had and the obviously horrific injury that he suffered. Jimenez is at a point now where people are talking about him needing to pass a few tests to get back involved in first team training. I'm not sure if that will be sort of full contact, getting ready for action type training, but currently he's very much by himself, and that would be a huge step forward when he's in amongst it with everyone else. It'll be a lift not just to him and the fans, but to the other players as well, seeing our talismanic Mexican sensation come back into the training fold. Nuno has said that he thinks he'll play before the end of the season. Personally, with us not going down and definitely now not getting into Europe, I just don't see a point in risking it. If he's not ready, I'd rather him not play. However, if he is ready, of course we want to see him play. We would like something to cheer, given that Jose has not really stepped up after a reasonably promising start, and Fabio is still young, inexperienced and learning his way. So Jimenez on his way back is a big boost to the team. Number 3. Now this is a player who I will honestly say I don't know a lot about, but Boubakary Soumaré, or Samar, I'm not sure how you say his name, is a player that we were linked with in previous window or possibly in the summer as well. He's at Lille, his contract is running down, and they will definitely be looking to cash in for what is a lot less than maybe what his value is. While I haven't seen him play, it is clear he is the exact type of player that Wolves are missing and do not possess in their squad. He is physical, he is big, he is athletic, and he is box to box. While his goal tally is 1 in near enough 100 appearances for his various clubs, mostly Lille and B teams, that's something we can live with because we just need someone with a bit more energy. We saw yesterday Moutinho was outran Neves while he's upped his physical side of his game. You don't really want to put too much pressure on Neves to do that because then you'll lose his ball playing ability, which is ultimately what he's in the team for. So you could put in a player like Soumaré alongside Neves, and I think you've got a midfield there that looked incredibly strong. The transfer rumours are around 30 million for players like of his standard at the moment, with Leeds being someone going for him, and if Leeds are interested, Wolves should certainly be challenging them for the type of players we're buying. And then it goes up all the way to Man City, who I think he'd be foolish to join at this stage right now, given he is still only, I think, 22, 23 years old. However, Soumaré, exactly the player Wolves have been crying out for a number of years. Let's get it done, Wolves. Positive vibes about that. Point number 4. Opposite to the Soumaré vibes of someone coming in, this someone I would like to see go out. I've tried my best not to make this player a scapegoat, but I'm struggling now to see what he's offering the side week to week, and that is Traore. I am just so frustrated watching him, and I think many others are too. Yes, we know he's dynamic and he can beat a man at any time. And it's not even his stats on 0 assists and 0 goals, because as people have said, for the assists, other people do miss some of the good opportunities he creates that previously Jimenez was putting away. but the guy is the least intelligent footballer I have ever seen. And at the moment, despite his low stats, he is still worth money. And if you are going to sell Traore now, I daren't guess a figure, because for me, I would pay very little or nothing if I was any of the bigger clubs. But if we could cash in now and get a healthy profit on the 18-20 million we paid for him, get it done, bring in 2 players. I mean, there's talk Samare's value would at least be the same as Traore's, if not less. And I just think it's a no-brainer. We have enough players in those positions. We've got opportunities. There's always wingers available. And I just think move him on in the summer, because I think we've all had enough now of this lack of intelligence that he brings to the side. And point 5, a quick one to end because I went slightly over. Max Kilman has signed a 5-year deal recently, and yet there is talk that he is looking at being loaned out for the season or sold. For me, a loan out for the season is not actually a bad choice. Given he's got a 5-year contract, it's not like he can't come back. But we would have to get someone in to replace him, because I'm not that convinced with having Saiss and Dendoncker as full-time central defenders. I also see Saiss as more of a squad player now rather than a starter. So if someone came in, he would be Kilman, the player I'd happily see go out, but probably on loan, because I think with a full sort of 35-40 games under his belt, even in the championship level, I think we could see him really develop into an excellent centre-back. So I would... bit sad that they might sell him, but I think the loan option is actually not a bad one, provided someone comes in. Thanks very much for watching Wolves World 5 in 5 episode 13 today. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe and share. Looking for your support so I can take this channel even further. Thanks again. Bye bye.